Welcome back to Dash for Adventure. We are in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We're going to do a little trail riding today. Let's see what we can find. All right, so we're going to enter the loop road in Cades Cove, and then we're going to take a trail off of the loop road. And that trail ride will take us all the way to Townsend. So stick around. Let's see how exciting this is going to be. And we get to see part of Cades Cove. Wow, that's beautiful. This is a very common place to see elk and bear. And during the summer, this road is bumper to bumper, usually dead stop, because so many people come out here to see the wildlife. If you find yourself in Cades Cove and you get to see the majestic wildlife, do yourself a favor. Either stay in your car or at least 30 yards away from any wildlife, because elk and bear are very dangerous. Cades Cove was a community that existed prior to the Smoky Mountain National Park, and the communities were allowed to live here until their leases ran out. So they negotiated with the people that lived here and basically bought their property and then gave them a lifetime lease. And as the members of those families passed on and moved away, the property slowly became part of the Smoky Mountain National Park. And now many of those community items, such as churches and schools and even a couple of houses, are still here, preserved to show what life was like years ago. I know, check them out. People have walked up here to check out these horses. That's cool. All right, so there's Sparks Lane. That's one of the cut-throughs that Cades Cove has now. When we were young, there were no cut-throughs. When you got on the loop road, you were on the loop road. Look at the mountain range over there. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Majestic even. Check out that bank. I wonder if we can make a withdrawal.
Look at that tree. That's a beautiful tree. Oh, that's a tree mess. Part of that storm that came through here.
Oh, yeah. They need to clean their rear window, don't they? That's just... Do you ride around with your windows that dirty?
We got rid of our bug cemetery.
Yeah, no, we cleaned our windshield here. Man, I would love to live out there. Isn't that gorgeous? You'd have to use satellite internet, though.
Definitely.
Look at that big tree. That one right there. We have one on our property that's like that. Can't wait till they bloom. So we thought we were going to beat the rush by coming out in the springtime, but this is an example of the summertime crowd here in Cades Cove. I do believe everybody comes out here so that they can enjoy the beauty in nature and the familiarity of the city traffic jam. Combine the two and you've got Cades Cove.
Yep.
Yep.
That is a public service announcement.
That's right. Just be warned, this is what it'll be like. Now, we're not going to do the whole loop. We are looking for a trail. So we're going to jump off of this traffic jam and get out into the woods here in a minute. So stick around. So if we take a left right there, it takes us down to a primitive church. And some people are avoiding the traffic and taking off down there to go see the primitive church.
And that's why they have a dirty back window.
Because they're adventuring. Yeah, see, I'd probably judge you for not having a dirty window if it means you haven't been adventuring.
Whee!
Don't forget to look up.
Sometimes you miss so much in life if you never look up.
Crawling along in my automobile. Looking for four-leaf clovers on the hill.
Good luck, honey.
I never find them.
Oh, wait.
Found one. There it is. Ooh. Ah. Wow. Well, I guess I better go. That might be the reason there's a traffic jam. Moving, moving, moving.
Be a little bit closer.
Keep that Bronco moving.
Hey, that's Tater Ridge.
You did what?
Tater Ridge. Tater Ridge right there.
Tater Ridge.
Tater Ridge, look.
Man.
Tater Ridge. We are here. We need to be here.
Nomadic Fanatic would love Tater Ridge.
He would love Tater Ridge.
Right there.
Right there.
Tater
Tater Ridge.
Right in the middle of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Which he's been here before.
Oh, Nomadic Fanatic has been everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, we've been watching him since he was camping
Started
out at his,
out.
since he was camping out at his college parking lot.
Right.
Hey, you want to race?
I might. Is it a Methodist church? And you saw that where?
A sign about 5 steps back.
Oh, I was looking for four-leaf clovers. Uh-oh. Wasn't paying attention that time. Anyway, this is an old church.
I found what the holdup was.
What is it? They're all
It's
taking-
non-human activity.
And they're stopped taking pictures?
Oh, everybody is. It must be elk or bear or something. We'll be up there in a moment.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as everybody gets past, so like everybody stops right up here, so we'll see what we can see.
So somebody called somebody and says, "Hey, this is going on, and these people are
Yeah.
parking and walking out."
Yep. That's right.
Wow.
Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble.
This is a ranger.
Here comes the ranger. Hopefully he's just keep an eye on everything and make sure everybody's safe. I'm sure that's all he's going to do.
Right.
We didn't bring his blue lights with him.
They're back there
Oh.
somewhere.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
You see that?
I saw the bears.
It was barely there.
Oh. They were taking a nap under the shade tree.
All right. Ranger Ron out there doing a good job. The traffic's breaking loose, and now we're going to find our trail. So there's the second cut through. That's Hyatt Lane. These two cut throughs were not there when we were kids.
But if they were, they didn't allow us to go through them.
Yeah, you had to do the scenic loop. So, of course, when we were kids, we used to ride around on the back of trucks like those kids up there. All right, our trail's just up here. Look at that. All right, we're going to leave everybody to Cades Cove, and we're leaving from this Missionary Baptist Church, and we are taking a trail. Uh-oh, is this a Bronco?
Yep, it is.
All right, we're getting on Rich Mountain Road, an unimproved, primitive access, one-way, no re-entry, Townsend, 12 miles passenger vehicles only.
Woohoo! Look at that Bronco back there. It's just out of gas. It's not broke down. Just needs some gas. Got a broken gas hand.
Yeah.
But that was Kim and Steve, and we're going to see them at the Supercell.
All right, here we go. 12-mile primitive access trail in the woods in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Uh-oh. There's a Toyota on the side of the trail. Here we go. Woo! Gobble, 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 gobble.
Turkeys!
top of this mountain, I assume, is Rich Mountain.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of the road to, what is that place we went camping at down in the Smokies?
Cataloochee.
Cataloochee. This road reminds me of the Cataloochee road.
It does.
There. But it's a two-way road, not a one-way road.
Yeah, but it's this small.
I know, that's what I said. It reminds me of it, but it's a two-way road.
Yeah. So when you're going to Cataloochee, yeah, you got to watch for traffic, two-way traffic on a road this small.
Crazy.
But it's fun. But we're going to Rich Mountain.
And Tater Mountain right over there.
Tater Mountain right over there.
Oh, look at the road. Look down there. We were just there. And now
Which
we're
way?
going here.
Which way is Tater Mountain?
Tater Mountain is over that way, I think.
So yeah, we made a mistake. It's not Tater Mountain. It's Tater Ridge, and it's right over there. Oh, look at the church down there.
Oh,
Cades
wait.
Cove.
That's where the bears were.
We are kicking up some dust. Dust is coming up the ridge from that road we were on down there. What's really cool about these Forest Service roads is that sometimes you can see where they have a realignment. Like if you look, it looks like the original Forest Service road there. And then it comes to right here, and it obviously connected to this portion of the current Forest Service road. For whatever reason, they did a realignment, so it's easier for them to get up here and bring their equipment in case they have to fight fires or take care of any emergencies. That's one of Paula's favorites. Mountain laurel everywhere. Even in front of us.
Wow.
There's a burl.
Did you see that bird?
I did see that bird. Did you guys see that bird? Well, this is the peak of Rich Mountain Road, or Rich Mountain Trail. Now, we're going to start going down the other side towards Townsend. Goodbye, Cades Cove. Look at those dogwoods down there. It's one of Paula's favorite trees. And this is absolutely what is so cool about taking these Forest Service roads, these back mountain trails. I mean, there's no guardrails. It's just you and nature. And if you fall off the mountain, it's your own dang fault. Look down there. It's a big drop off. And one of the many cool things about this particular route is it's one way. So you don't have to worry about cars approaching you on some of these sharp curves.
You can see the trickle of water there, but I can only imagine what this looks like after it rains. There's a tree. It almost looks like a magnolia bloom right in here somewhere.
Okay.
Has big white blooms on it, and I don't think I've ever seen a tree like that. If you know what that is, please let me know. That tree is amazing to me. There's some more mountain laurel. I'm telling you, if you're ever in the mountains when that stuff blooms, you know it. It is like the sweetest smell I have ever smelled in my life. It is amazing.
Ooh, look at that! Beautiful.
Hey, stop.
Have you ever been bucked? Paula has.
And squatched.
Squatched? What is squatched?
I got squatched.
What is squat? Oh,
I've
like you've been
squatched.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatched.
You got the sassy and you've been squatched.
Yep.
Yep. You know you're having an adventure when the GPS shows you in nothing. No roads, nowhere, just out in the woods, off the maps, having an adventure. And that's why you carry a chainsaw, in case you run up on that. Because if you didn't have a chainsaw, you'd have to turn around and drive all the way back. We're having a good day out here on the trails, and honestly, I'm amazed that there hasn't been more traffic, but we just ran into some traffic. I'm gonna pull over up here and let them pass us.
Yeah.
Yep, have it. We'll let them pass. Doesn't the new Kia logo look like 9 Inch Nails logo? I don't know, I could be wrong. Look at that valley. It's gorgeous. All right, we are on the Townsend side of Rich Mountain Trail. This is where we come back to two-way traffic, and it looks like we're gonna have some painted asphalt up here above. Looks like we're running into some asphalt. We're back into civilization. It was so enjoyable. Our first time onto the Rich Mountain Trail. We will definitely be back. Wow.
Hey, there's the road down there.
Look, we're back in civilization, but this is a two-way road, so we have to be careful when turning these curves, because
Turtle crossing 6 miles.
we're going past a turtle crossing. All right, we've got to pay attention for turtles. Hello. Let's wrap this road around this house,
Wow.
right? Just,
I wonder if there's an Airbnb.
well, you know it probably is.
That's amazing.
Could you imagine living out like this? A simple, small, paved road on the side of a mountain. Look at that up there. Wow. Hopefully they're having construction going on and not just needing a porta toilet at the end of their driveway for other reasons.
Apparently this is the foundation of an old house that, again, the road wrapped around it. They've got balls. I think we're finally, maybe, coming down this mountain finally. We're getting down here where all the farms. Whoops, there's
Whoop.
a stop sign.
There's a stop sign.
Whoop, whoop. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. You sure are handsome. Okay. Bye. Bye. He's like, stop watching me eat.
There's my childhood home. Just kidding.
I do believe we were way up there. Yep.
Look, it's actually 2 lanes.
Woohoo! We got double lines. Whoop whoop.
We are almost back to civilization. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Going out to Cades Cove and then Rich Mountain. That was a blast, wasn't it, babe?
It was.
All right, we'll see you guys in the comments. Have a good one.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Bye.